Right, what a compelling watch last night. Portugal, Spain, and for all Ronaldo fans, I sympathize because I'm one of the lot as well. Haven't caught a wink of sleep. My name's Abnish Hegde. You're watching the Hegde Everyday Live, and here we are to not just pay tribute to one of the greatest footballers ever. And I know a lot of Messi fans will banter me, so bring it on in the comments because it's been a piss poor Portugal this World Cup. Let's make no mistake upon it. And let's not throw daggers at some players just for the sake of it. Maybe look at the manager. Maybe look at how the players didn't perform to their potential. I've been talking about this team for the last 2 weeks in terms of the best midfield three, the best left back, great attacking weapons on the wings, but it somehow didn't come together. And it didn't come together for various reasons. I'm a huge Man United fan. For Roberto Martinez for not finding a way to use Bruno the way we know Bruno is absolutely shocking. So I've titled this video Obrigado Ronaldo, and I feel the man, even though he will end his career without a World Cup, has given us some of the greatest memories that we've seen as sports fans. And sure, he's 41 right now, and many people are just finding it easy to jump on the bandwagon to make fun and tarnish his reputation. But let's not forget what he was in his peak and what he's done for the sport, let alone for Portugal and any of the clubs that he's played for. Quickly tell me in the comments how much you guys are looking forward to the World Cup still. I know there's incredible amount of support for England, France, Argentina, who's going to win it. And Portugal, for me, it was always almost hoping that they perform really, really well, especially after the dire performances we saw in the group stage. And it was just a lack of goals and a lack of creative intent throughout the games we saw them play in the World Cup. And that was a constant theme, I feel. If you look at the DR Congo game, barring the Uzbekistan game, even the Colombia game, and the Croatia game, they did not look like themselves. And many people would point at how European teams qualify for the World Cup, while absolutely ramrodding teams like Armenia and Kazakhstan and people like that who are not going to be part of the World Cup finals. But it is what it is. Sanjay, good to see you. First comment is always, how happy are you? How sad are you? And it was a chess match. I mean, even if Portugal went out yesterday, they went out in a whimper, and I feel like they could have probably had many more punches to throw at Spain. Sure, Spain have been phenomenal at the back, and we saw it last night as well, how compact they were. Rodri, incredible in terms of how he orchestrates that midfield. We spoke about it in the preview. And even with Mikel Merino coming on and having that finish, really was a dagger to Portuguese hearts, dagger to Ronaldo fans, and you could almost sense it in the dying embers of the game. As a Messi fan, I'm so sad for Ronaldo, not for Portugal. Thank you for those condolences and really appreciate it. And look, Messi or Ronaldo, I met a lot of people in the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, 5 years, maybe even beyond that. And I would never like to hear anyone say Messi sucks or Ronaldo sucks, because I just think those are futile statements. I mean, you want to pick Messi 1 and Ronaldo 2, all fair in love and war. But for you to put a player down just to big up your own player doesn't make sense. So I appreciate Messi fans who've actually DM'd me this morning saying, you know what, from a Messi fan to a Ronaldo fan, I genuinely feel bad for Ronaldo. And it was good to know that the football world doesn't just have folks who have banter, but it is what it is. Sid joining the show saying, hurt so much as a CR7 fan, haven't cried this much in 10 years. And it's a painful one to take, like I said, because here we are in the FIFA 2026 World Cup. When the tournament started, we were really getting positive vibes purely because of what is around Ronaldo, not Ronaldo himself. It's not like he's peak 2014, 2015 Ronaldo. It's 2026, 41-year-old Ronaldo. And we saw his touch map yesterday. We saw his touches in the box. Didn't get service. I keep using this word. You look at how when he was at Man United, again, that was a word that he was kind of given a lot, lack of service. And he does score the odd chance. And I feel with the creative intricacy and ability that midfield has, I'm surprised that they didn't create the amount of chances that we all thought they would create. There's no moving on from this, saying Southwick, and Sidesh saying, as Brazil got eliminated, I was supporting Portugal, but yeah, it is what it is. World Cup is cruel. Football is cruel at times, and it's a double whammy for you, Sidesh, in terms of Brazil going out 1-9 and then Portugal the next. There is, of course, a match to watch this time around. I don't know if I'm going to hate watch it, but I'm definitely backing Salah to topple Messi and company. But Argentina themselves have been absolutely phenomenal. So credit where credit is due, and I wouldn't lie about that. To be honest, I really like Diego Costa today, though. Renata Varga as well, great performance, but we just couldn't build back in the second half. What was a real telling blow was when they took Nuno Mendes off, because I feel he was Portugal's best player throughout the World Cup in many ways, because he had the energy to go up, but he also defended incredibly well at times, and did keep Lamar relatively quiet, to be fair. So I felt there was just a little bit of pizzazz missing from Portugal's play, and very tepid. And even in the 93rd, 94th minute, it's sidewards, lateral passing. And I'm thinking to myself, just lob it, route one. And the guy who got the winner, Gonzalo Ramos against Croatia, didn't come on and have a sniff. And I thought they could have probably stuck two up top with Ronaldo and Ramos there, and then probably have much more width on the side. Even probably put Bruno on the right for deliveries into the box. But Roberto Martinez, I feel, has just been very lucky to get the Portugal job. I mean, we've seen what he's done with the disposal of incredible Belgian talent, and he didn't get that to come to fruition. And he's gone, and I don't know what lies ahead for Portuguese football. And many people are jokingly saying, oh, now Portugal will win anything and everything. And they didn't win anything before Ronaldo, let me just say that. And I know many people thought that without Ronaldo, they could have had a better opportunity this World Cup. Maybe, sure. But again, it comes down to him giving you those goals in qualifying and giving you all the performance that they put together as a team. Sure, like I said, against Romania and Kazakhstan, it's a little bit of a litmus test, if not none at all, before going into a competition like the World Cup. Didn't sleep last night, didn't go to work as well. As a Ronaldo fan and as a football fan, I'm absolutely heartbroken saying Hemant Guru. Look at me. Look at my eyes. I honestly haven't slept a wink. I saw the Belgium-USA game after that, where I was absolutely cheering for Belgium after what's gone on with regards to the US government and Trump interfering. And it didn't eventually come off for them. So in your face, USA. But to be fair, all the hosts went out in this stage. And Mexico, fair play to them, because they went out actually with a good go rather than a whimper like the USA or Portugal for that matter. Even I'm a Messi fan, and I support England this World Cup. So if Egypt came instead of Argentina, it would be easy England in the semis, and I'm going to go against my GOAT. Incredible thoughts that. And it could be England-Argentina semi-final if England get past Norway, and if Argentina get past Egypt first and then Colombia. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, and I won't blame Diego for the last goal. It was all an intuition charge forward, but Merino had an easy chance, and yeah, that's what happens. It's just 1,000 goals now. 976 is what he's on. He got 3 goals this World Cup, and I think he'll definitely play another couple of years in terms of club football somewhere just to get to that elusive number. And I understand why people say, oh, he's selfish and I don't like him anymore because he doesn't have the humility. I mean, this is what has made him Cristiano Ronaldo. He's been selfish from day one, and he's been hungry, to put it in a different way. He's been so determined to be the world's best. That's why you see what he's been doing on the pitch, off the pitch. It's incredible. I mean, let's make no mistake, guys, all the jokes, all the comparisons with Messi, this man is completely different. Messi was born to play football. Ronaldo was literally created as a normal human being like us, and he's shown the rest of the world that if hard work can be done, the world is your oyster. And I really, really feel Ronaldo has been better than any player, including Messi, Maradona, Pele, anyone, in terms of hard work and ethic. I mean, sure, you can give them more World Cups and trophies and accolades and goals and records. But in terms of football and sport, this is an athlete who's not just universal gold standard, but supreme, like platinum gold standard, elite for like 23, 24, 25 years. So hats off in that regard. And yeah, there will be uncle jokes and oh my god, get out of here, have some humility, all of that bullshit. But we know as Ronaldo fans, we know as Madrid slash Man United fans what joy he gave us. As Portugal fans, what joy he gave us. So that I cannot deny. The only player probably to score in 6 World Cups, and I don't think anyone's going to surpass that, because as good as Messi has been and as good as Mbappe will be, 6 is again a testament to the fact that he's seen it 6 times this tournament. Sure, Messi's done that as well, but he's not scored in 6, has he? And again, I'm not here to compare Messi and Ronaldo because, again, everyone will just get on my tits with that regard. What do you think on Ronaldo fans saying Messi a FIFA princess and Messi rigged? I mean, to be fair, I feel in Qatar, there was a lot of penalties Argentina didn't deserve, which they got. And there's a lot of things which have been going Messi's way with regards to FIFA. Let's call a spade a spade. Even the Balogun red card was not a red card, but Messi did the same thing and didn't get a booking for that. So they've always kind of wrapped Messi in cotton wool. And I feel Infantino, if he can really just succumb to the pressure of Trump, you're telling me Messi wouldn't have a way to get into Infantino's mind, who's anyway a sellout. So it is shocking. But again, I'm not going to take anything from Messi in Argentina because they've been playing a brand of football which is sensational. So sometimes you require that luck to go ahead in the competition. And they've been very, very good. And like I said yesterday, Argentina are a team where the philosophy has not changed for 30, 40 years. They've built their whole ethos around one player, Maradona in the past, Messi, of course, now in the last 15, 20 years. And they have 10 warriors to run through a brick wall for their main men and their superstars. And Messi's still the main man for Argentina, and I have the most amount of respect for him. Some Messi fans are absolutely respect. Some Messi fans are actually tossers, and they can just go take a walk down the road because these are Messi fans who probably don't understand football, and they attack me with saying, "Oh yeah, if you think Ronaldo is way better, you don't understand football." Shit like that, which is just spewed with Messi fans, and invariably sometimes they're Arsenal fans. So it's sad. I love Arsenal fans. I have some knowledgeable Arsenal fans, but then when they kind of go on to this Messi Ronaldo debate, it's an absolute joke. So anyway, Southwick saying, Portugal's midfielders reluctant to play through balls and crosses to Ronaldo. Is that just a myth? What do you think? I mean, again, through balls, maybe not so much because we saw Ronaldo even trying to make those runs through the lines, but sometimes it depends the oppositions that they're playing. DR Congo, for example, they were playing 5 at the back and Ronaldo had to keep tab of 3 center backs. What I would expect, or what I would rather expect Portugal to do is more crosses into the box. We saw very few and far between them, and either undercooked or overcooked, and wasn't really falling to Ronaldo's particular lap. And I'm not saying that everything should fall to him because sure, he is 41 and he might not have those instincts, but when you do give him the service, even 5 crosses or 3 crosses, you expect a goal to come out of those 3 or 5 crosses. Sorry, my camera just literally blurs out all the time. It just does this weirdly. Nuno Mendes injury, I think he just gave off. What is this? Hello. Sorry. I hate it when my camera just like F's about. Okay, we're back. I love your content saying sports are down with Drew. Thank you so much. And Marino is using Arteta tactics today, lol. Wonder he did what he does at Arsenal week in, week out. I mean, fair play, sure, man. Marino, they can sing all about it. I mean, there were a couple of memes obviously saying, oh, it takes an Arsenal player to retire Ronaldo. I don't want to go down that path. I really don't want to go down that path. Our next goal, 20 live viewers. Yeah, I'm hoping, dude. I'm absolutely hoping. Honestly, in my opinion, both are GOATs in their prime, and there's no requirement to compare or debate them now. And Fortes gave everything in this World Cup. And look, everyone has a best. I think Ronaldo is way better in certain attributes than Messi. And now Messi will obviously have more World Cups than Ronaldo, and he might even surpass Maradona. So you kind of can go on about the GOAT debate. You can probably even argue about Pele. You can all argue about Thierry Henry, who's won the World Cup, who's won the Euros, he's won the Champions League. won the Premier League. So there's always going to be players who've done this, done that. And then there's another reason that Messi or Ronaldo fans get into in terms of, oh, he's played in more leagues and Ronaldo and Messi just played in one. It is what it is. I mean, I'm a United fan and I know Giggs and Scholes played in one club all their lives. So I have a huge amount of respect for Messi and not to tarnish what he's done compared to Ronaldo and vice versa. So it's plain and simple. Both are incredible. We've been fortunate to see them play incredible football. And of course, now see them in the twilight of their careers. And there's no right and wrong. There's no real GOAT for me. Sure, we'll always have a subjective calls. It depends who you guys support as well as clubs growing up. One would always be a Messi fan, one would be a Ronaldo, one would be both. And that's not sitting on the fence. If you love football, you probably appreciate both because what they've done for their clubs and their people is insane. It's absolutely insane. Sure, social media and all of that has been an incredible vehicle for Ronaldo and Messi to transcend the sport further, but their skill has been unmatched. And I don't think we're going to ever see anything like that ever again in our lives. Right, 15, 16 minutes is what I wanted to generally spend on Ronaldo and Portugal and just the post-mortem of their exit from the World Cup. And please like this video and smash a subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend about the Heg Day Everyday Live. I will be watching the Argentina-Egypt game at 9:30. I'll also have the Suryavanshi spectacle. Hopefully he gets 100 today. I don't know. What do you guys feel? Do you think Suryavanshi can get 100 on Dhoni's birthday? That'll be incredible. It'll be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Sanjay was just asking about any thoughts on the India-England T20. It'll be wild. I didn't expect India to win the series anyway. I predicted 3-2 England, but it can't be 3-2 because one got washed out and England are 1-0 up. So if they lose tonight, India, they can salvage the series 2-2. But I'm hoping Shreyas Iyer gets off the mark in terms of his T20 international captaincy career. Don't you think Messi was protected under a system in Barcelona or La Liga? I mean, again, that's the flaw of the league in terms of how it's a duopoly in La Liga, with Madrid and Barca just being the powerhouses there. Sure, Simeone and Atletico Madrid have had a say in the last decade or so. But essentially, that's why I feel the Spanish league, sure, does have flair and a lot more technique and technically gifted players. But what's in the Premier League for all these years had different sort of philosophies come together. And that's why they hail it the best league in the world. And Ronaldo had his time there and then went to Real Madrid and then went to Juventus and had different sort of experiences and environments in all three of those clubs. So it's incredible. He might get a 1935 saying Kaushik about Suryavanshi. Amazing. What's your obsession with Arsenal? It's your third time criticizing Arsenal fans. I mean, because essentially, a couple of idiotic Arsenal fans ran into me and they were genuinely just giving me the big ones saying, Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that. And I was just like, steady on. First of all, you guys won a Premier League after 23 years. That's when Ronaldo made his debut last. And he has more Champions Leagues than you guys would even dream of having right now. But again, targeting those particular fans, not the club entirely. And have nothing against Arsenal fans, essentially. Just wanted to just got up my ass the other day. So your camera is slightly blurred. I know it's pissing off, honestly. I don't know why this just keeps happening. Apologies if that's the case for you all. What's your take on Sanju Samson not being in the squad? One of them had to miss out. Sanju, of course, didn't have a good outing in Ireland. Got a couple of pearlers. First up from Jay Mundra, I think it was. So he had to sit out. I was expecting Ishan Kishan to sit up, but maybe they felt that Kishan would probably be better. And they had, how many left-handers in that top six? Pretty much all of them, apart from Shreyas Iyer. So how times have changed for Team India, because there was a time heading in that 2022 World Cup, we had 6 right-handers in Rohit, Kohli, Sky, KL, I think, who opened with Rohit, and then this Pandya. So it's wild how things have changed. What else should I take in terms of the questions from you guys? People start calling the guests in the upcoming live. Use your cloth to clean the camera. It's not about the cleanliness of my camera. Camera just blurs out, like, weirdly enough. Has a discussion saying after the final whistle, Ronaldo was visibly emotional and crying on the pitch, knowing this was likely his last World Cup match. While Yamal and Ronaldo's teammates come to him heartbreaking. I mean, Ronaldo did get a hug from Yamal, and a lot of the Spanish players did go up to him and pay that tribute to him. And it was what it was. I don't expect them to do anything more, but generally right now, also when I look back at it in hindsight, it's just a weird way for Ronaldo to go out. And Portugal, Spain, massive rivals. It was like a chess match, like I said, and Ronaldo to go out the way he did was what it was. So can't say no more. I think he's been fantastic, like I said, and let's see what he does next in his club career. And it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward in the World Cup as well. My predictions with Argentina, Egypt, I think Egypt will give them a good run for their money, but I think Argentina will get through. But I expect Argentina to struggle against Colombia. That'll be a wild game if Colombia beats Switzerland later on today as well. And hopefully Surya Vanshi, I nearly said Surya Kumar there. Surya Vanshi dazzles us at 10 p.m. today. So, Hemant, I answered your question 2-1 to Argentina, but Egypt would probably score early on and then maybe some more Messi magic. And that's coming from me as an Ronaldo fan, so it's not always salty from me. Thoughts on India making to the 2034 FIFA World Cup? Looks like whenever club has a World Cup match. I mean, optimistic. We've seen Ranjit Bajaj on these football podcasts of late giving us a clear indication of how things are in our country. And there is, of course, facts and there is, of course, fiction, and make what you want to make of it. But if there are things that he's doing to take Indian football in the right direction, then good on him. And he's been vociferous, vocal about how the plight of football has been in our country. And let's see, honestly, how things go forward. 2034 might be slightly ambitious in terms of a timeline, but you never know. You never know if certain governments can get involved, not counting anything out with India. More questions, which I will definitely take in the comments, but I really need to catch up with sleep. My face looks absolutely sapped. I didn't go to the gym for 2 days now. Feeling really, really bad about that. And putting some more interesting content out on Instagram as well. Who has the worst Premier League fan base except Arsenal? Oof, that's a good question. I would say Liverpool. The ones that I know in India, 100% Liverpool. There's some annoying City fans and Chelsea fans as well. So for me, I think, sure, like United fans get blamed quite a bit for being idiots, but it depends, man. It really depends on where you view it, how your friend circles are, all in that, right? Time for me to go. And I will literally see you guys tomorrow where there will be more chatter in terms of sport. I've not figured out what I want to do yet, but it'll probably be a post-mortem of the World Cup games, maybe some cricket stuff. If you have some topics that you want me to discuss, drop them in the comments and I'll definitely make it happen. Apologies, I need to get some water and some sleep. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, lads. Love all of you all. Bye.